Hello, and welcome to an exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ryne, your host, and I'm welcoming you to my review of Songbird. Yes, so taking a look at Songbird for 2021. Now, Songbird is a movie that was put by Six Entertainment, along with Michael Bay's company Platinum Dunes. Now, Songbird is a very, very interesting film. And the movie stars K.J. Apa, Sophia Carlson, Craig Robertson, the great Bradley Wilford. Sorry, got a little tongue-tied there. Paul Walter Hassler and the great Demi Moore, along with this cast, which also has Peter Strasmore and Alexandria Daddario. I'm hoping pronouncing that right. This movie is directed by Adam Mason, and he directed this movie. Let me go ahead and read you what the movie's about. In this terrifying thriller, I almost said horror, but it's thriller, a devastating pandemic raves the world, in the United States is in its fourth year of lockdown. And in fact, in America, Americans are rippled from their homes and forced into quarantine camps known as Q zones, from which there is no escape, as a few brave souls fight back against the forces operatives aimed this dystopian landscape. A fearless counter, Nico, who's immune to the deadly pathology. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Finds hope and love with Sarah through her lockdown prohibits them from physical contact. When Sarah is believed to have become infected, Nico races despite across the barren streets of Los Angeles in search of the only thing that can save her from imprisonment or worse. So this movie centers around, let's talk about Songbird. So the movie centered around, like I said before, of the COVID-19 pandemic, or in the film COVID-23. So it's set during that pandemic. What makes Songbird unique is the fact that it takes one tragic event with another pandemic. So the filmmakers decided to focus not on COVID-19, but the 1918 Spanish pandemic alongside 9/11, which is interesting. And this movie, again, it focused on the two couples that are trying to survive. Everybody's rage in effect. Bradley Wilford, who's amazing in this. In fact, the whole cast all should get Oscars, because these two as a couple are so powerful. I was invested in the film. At first I thought this was going to be another mediocre home invasion, but I feel it has the vibe of the Purge franchise, because it says from Michael Bay, the producer of The Purge and A Quiet Place, which I wasn't a fan of A Quiet Place, but I could see that resemble. So again, it focused on, I may have to stop this though, and then I'll get back to it later. So it might, as it again, it focuses on the couples again as they're trying to make it through this. So Peter Strasmore plays another man who's sort of like the antagonist. Bradley Wilford plays a guy who's married to Demi Moore, and he wants to go after these people. Then we got Paul Walter Hassler. He flies this drone. Craig Robertson plays a man who's sort of like the call guy who helps him on the way. So it focuses on two different parallels through these characters, and we make sure they go through their basically trying to make it through this awful, way worse pandemic, which is the COVID pandemic. This movie was also made during the COVID pandemic, and I gotta say, the performance, I don't know much about Sophie Carlson, but she was also in the Descendants series for Disney, which I'm not familiar with, but she's amazing. she's amazing. KJ Abai, I probably pronounced that wrong, but he was in the Jeremy Camp biopic, I Still Believe. He's great in this. It's like, at first it shows you the craziness that goes on with this pandemic that's going on, and really powerful stuff. And it comes at the end. It's really hard to watch at times, but it comes at the very end when you see these two travel and they're trying to get the bracelet. So she's disguised herself in a hazmat suit until she gets discovered by hazmat guys, and then she's pretty much locked up. Everyone's dying from this awful disease, and if you die from an awful disease, you get hauled off by these agents. They're known as Q zones, according to the back of DVD, as I said before. This movie, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, this movie is a masterpiece. It makes me the way I look at film, hands down. It makes me, again, like I said, it makes you the way I look at film, and just, holy crap, is this great. So I'm going to kind of wind it down short. I'm going to tell you right now, this movie, guys, do yourself a favor, check Songbird out. It is amazing, a masterpiece right off the bat. I'm going to recommend this movie, and the ending is great. It's a happy ending, but also can be a downer of an ending, because it makes you think, what's going to happen to these two? What is going to happen to these two? And I could say right now, I was rooting for them. I was cheering them on till the very end. Please see Songbird. It is fantastic. So yeah, I am going to give... This was another tough one to decide what I was going to rate it. Originally, I had my mind at a 4 out of 5. But in the end, I'm going to give Songbird an automatic 5 out of 5. This movie is the way, like I said before, the way I think of film. I'm going to tell you guys, please see Songbird. I loved every single moment of it, and this movie definitely is going to make it on my best list at the end of the year. So please do yourself a favor, check out Songbird. Great watch. So that was my review of Songbird. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content of the channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get all my video notifications so you don't miss a single video. I'm on Letterboxd, guys, so you guys can check me out there. And just check on the channel. Tons of videos, tons of content. Like I said before, I'm on Letterboxd. Go ahead and swing on the Letterboxd, and I rate the movies before I review them. So, yeah, please check out Songbird. Great movie. A masterpiece from start to finish. So, yeah, and as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.